So today, what's the date today? 12th. The 12th of August. It's currently like 8 o'clock and I'm actually going for my P's test today, which is extremely nerve-wracking. I was super nervous, incredibly nervous last night. Like I felt like I couldn't breathe, like yeah. But this morning I watched a couple of videos on YouTube, I talked to my parents, and after that I'm feeling a lot more calm. I'm confident in my driving ability. I think it's just the whole like test thing and the anticipation and that's making me nervous. So I have a driving lesson at 8:30 before my test, and that finishes at 10. And then my thingamajig, my test starts at 11, so I have to be at the RMS at 10:30. So I'm definitely feeling a little bit of pressure. I'm starting to feel it to build, but I don't know if it's nervousness or anticipation. So yeah, I'm young for my year, which means that I'm 17 in year 12, which also means that pretty much all of my friends have their P's. So I would like to get it. It's in the middle of trials now. I don't have any trials exams today, obviously. So we thought that it would be a good time to get it now. So I just really hope I get it. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. I can just go again. So yes. Alec, do you have any comments?
No.
So yeah, so I can definitely feel my heart beating, but that's okay. That's normal. It's good that I can feel it because it means I'm not dead. So after my driving lesson, I'll check back in with you guys and just let you know how I'm feeling before the test. And then after the test, I'll go check back with you and let you know how it went and if I passed or failed, and any tips or like what it was like, because that's one thing. Like obviously like my friends have all done it, but I still, because I haven't done it myself, like I don't know if it's going to be different, and I'm doing it at a different place than most of my friends have done it. So yeah, so I'll let you guys know how it went and what happened and whether I passed or failed. So yes, that's very nerve-wracking, but yeah, so bye Alec, have fun at school today.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So
this is it.
I just had my driving lesson. I just got back.
Go, Jesse, go.
So now we're on our way to the RMS to do my test. And yes, I can feel the pressure building. But yeah,
And
so
I just had a concussion.
yeah, Lana got a concussion from AFL, which was fun. But yeah, so we're on our way now. The test starts at 11 and it's 10:30. So we'll get there on the right time. Then yes, so I'm definitely, I can feel it. But
Jesse asked me to drive to the
yeah,
to the test.
because you have to do a reverse park into the spot, so it's easier to take off. But they're really small spots, so I wanted Dad to do it because I'm too nervous, because I don't want to shake my confidence before the test. So yeah, but we're on our way.
When I did my test, first test, I failed.
And Mum failed twice. So when you did your test?
So when I did my test, I failed. So I'm expecting after this morning that we'll be booking another test for Jess.
Yeah.
Because if she gets through this in first go, it'll be like. Yeah, she'll crack the mould.
Yeah, because Mum had to do her test as well a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I'm feeling good.
Good luck, Jessie.
Thank you.
Ooh,
the lesson went well. I stuffed up one of my reverse parallel parks, but that was because I went too far forward. But now we said to just give myself extra space, so I'm feeling okay. I'm just So I don't want to talk about it anymore. But so we're on our way now.
Jessie, stop talking.
Okay.
The training.
Okay, where I go?
So you're gonna turn down here, down the one-way area.
Okay. So you want me to go down the no entry?
No, one way.
Okay, and then where?
And then you're gonna turn
This
up there.
lady doesn't know what she's doing. She's...
We're locked and loaded. Locked and loaded.
We've just parked.
Daddy just parked for me, reverse parked into the spot. So now I need to put my L plates on. I need to sit in that spot, make sure it's the right distance. And then when the guy comes in the test, we're gonna go out there and go there. And here, I could potentially fail before I even leave the RMS because I need to stop there. So, yeah, let's go.
You can do it, Jess.
Fingers crossed. Okay, this could be the last time potentially. I'll put on the other plates. Let's go. Time I see the car, I will be doing my test. Freaky, dude, freaky. She's just about to go in. And we're waiting here.
She's gonna do it.
Gonna do it.
Look, she's waiting.
Dad and Alana have to wait outside, so I'm sitting in here by myself and I'm very nervous. I'm waiting for my number, but I think now that I'm alone, I'm definitely beginning to feel the nerves. That's fun. I'm getting it, I'm getting it.
Look, she's walking over. She's walking over.
I know, Daddy, I'm getting it.
Look.
Daddy, you're getting in the film.
Go, Jessie!
It's going in. They're just doing the check of their blinkers and brakes. And she's off. Go, Jessie, go. Just don't crash into the car. Okay, good job, Jess. Nice and slow. Don't forget to stop at the stop sign.
Well done, Jessie.
So we're gonna go for a drive. I put the peas on the front. It feels so good.
And I missed out on front seat.
Yeah, because
Because I
Alana got shotgun.
I've been... Hey.
So I'll tell you guys about it later. But yes, I passed. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness.
Jessie says, I passed.
Well, I don't know why I keep doing that. That's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna go now.
First
Bye.
crack.
First crack. Gonna go for my first drive on my peas. Whoop, 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 whoop. So we just picked up Mum from work. We went to Hornsby and now we're gonna go for a little drive around. The parents in the back seat for once and Alana in the front.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be really weird.
This is very civilised.
So excited.
So yeah, we're gonna go for a little drive around. It's very exciting. Alrighty, so we're home now and we just came back from taking some stuff to Tiff because she became an Australian citizen recently, so we got her a little bag of Australian goodies to kind of celebrate it. But I just wanted to come back into the car like I said I would and kind of talk about what went down because it was a pretty big moment, not gonna lie. So basically what happened was when I went into the RMS, there was a security guy there and he had to make sure that I didn't have a temperature or anything. So Dad and Alana wasn't allowed to go in. So I was sitting in the RMS by myself and I was so nervous. Like I genuinely don't think I've been that nervous like ever before. And yeah, I was even more nervous in the trials. And every time a ticket would get called, I literally felt like my heart and my stomach drop. It was so nerve-wracking. And then someone came eventually and started calling everybody's names. And I was the last person to call. And because it just people kept on calling and I was the last person, I genuinely thought that maybe like my booking was wrong or something like that. So it was just a big kerfuffle and I freaked out a little bit, but it was all fun in the end. My instructor came, his name was Paul. I feel so thankful I had Paul because he was so lovely. He calmed my nerves a lot. Like I was really nervous, and when we did the reverse parallel, I was just so nervous. I hit the curb and then he calmed me down and I did it again and I did it fine. And then when I was driving again, I was getting a little Alright, so it's a little bit later. My phone ran out of storage again and I just never actually finished my train of thought or speech. It's now January 2021, no longer August. I've graduated school, heaps of stuff's changed, but I thought I would just continue what I was saying. So basically, I had Paul. He was so lovely. Like, he did everything in his power to calm me down. And after I'd stuffed up that park, I was like, my nerves were like gone. Is that the right word? Like, they were just, I was so nervous and I just felt like so sick in my stomach. I was like, nah, I've messed this up. Like, stuff it. And then everybody says, it's okay, you can just go again. But it's like, yeah, I can, but like, I want to get it first go. Anyways, so as I was driving, I was like, ooh, like I felt really nervous, but he just kept talking to me and just really helped me calm my nerves. Anyways, we get back to the RMS. The parking there is horrendous. I had to like go around and there was people coming out everywhere. And so anyways, I was parking and I stuffed up this drive-in park straight, like stuffed it up, had to reverse and then do it again, which was fine. I got it there in the end, but it just like, every second that you're in that car longer than you don't have to be, if you know what I mean, like every time you stuff it up and you have to do it again, and you just like, your nerves grow so much because the test doesn't stop till you turn off the car. So anyways, I get out of the car, say hi to AJ and Dad, go back inside the RMS, and then I'm sitting down and he goes back behind the desk and he's like filling out all the paperwork. I can see him every now and he looks up at me and I'm like, oh. And then he says, okay, do you want to go grab your dad? And I'm like, oh no, like he thinks I need some emotional support. He's gonna full fail me. Like it's gonna be horrible. So I'm like, okay, like I'll go get my dad. So I grabbed Dad, came over to the desk. Dad came up with me. Paul was like, all right. He grabbed the P plates, popped them on the desk. He's like, congratulations. And I was like, no way. Like I was just so happy because I full thought that I hadn't passed because I had stuffed up so many times and so many critical things, just like the parking, and I was just did not expect to pass, but I did. So it all worked out fine. Yeah, so that's my story of getting my P's. It took me forever to actually have my first drive by myself on my P's because it just felt so wrong and I was so scared that I was going to stuff up or something bad was going to happen, but it was fine. What I did was I went on a trip around the block, like literally like a 1 minute 30-second trip around the block, and then that helped me like build up my nerves, and I was like listening to music. I was like, dude, this is like great, I love this. And then I went further, and then I took the kids around and went further again, and it was great. The first time I did drive on my Pizzo, after I picked up Mum, I got beeped at, like, so it's okay, it doesn't get easier. You're not automatically like a great driver, you still make mistakes, and that's totally fine. Anyways, I got some tips at the end of the video, so stick around just to read them. You can pause the video, do whatever you want. You got this. If you're about to go do your P's, just breathe. I reckon what really shocked me was because I didn't have enough sleep the night before, so I just was so nervous. But then you can't really calm yourself down. Like you just have to really get a good night's sleep as much as you can and just sleep and just positive thinking. You got this. Just if you stuff it up, just be like, oh well, in the past, can't do anything about it, and move on. Because that's what Paul was telling me to do, and it did help. And also, anyways, yeah, it's all in my tips. Anyways, good luck. Congratulations if you get them. If you don't, oh well, just try again. Not the end of the world. Anyways, bye. Thank you for watching. Mwah.